everyone. How are we? Midday, and I'm hoping I'm on the right place. In fact, I am just going to go and double check I'm in the right place. So let's do that. And because I'd hate for no one to be able to see me. Come on. Yes, no one there. I am there. So that's good. So hopefully everyone can hear me and see me okay. Here we are on another Watch Me Wednesday. How are you? I hope that you are all well. So what a week. What a week it has been. It is a crazy busy time for me anyway, normally. So we are at the beginning of the month, obviously, and the beginning of the month is a busy month for me. Lots of things need to be kicked off and that. And if I was a little bit more organised, then I would have done them the last couple of weeks of the last month. But it never happens that way, does it? So firstly, let me welcome you to the show. Hello. Oh, I know, I chuckle at that every time. I know, it's all very good. So yes, I hope you're having a better week than I am. I thought it was an April Fool on Monday when at 9 o'clock in the morning I was checking my emails. And my computer, I use a desktop, an iMac, went bang and then went black. And I'm like, now it is about 5 years old. I did have to have some work done on it because it nearly died before Christmas. But yeah, no computer. And I do everything. I am a desktop girl and I do everything on my computer. And whilst I have an iPad and my phone and things like that, it's just not the same. So yeah, so I've lost a day already. So the busiest day of the month, and I lost it. I tried to do a few other things, but it just wasn't happening. So in the end, I had to go and get a new computer, which wasn't on my radar of things to buy this week, month, or even perhaps this year. But there we go. Hi Donna, how are you? What time is it there? So what are we? We're midday here now. So what time of the day is it there for you? It must be late. Must be late. But yes. Oh, I've got everyone saying hello. Afternoon, Rebecca. Hi, Sarah. So yes. So I'm already behind this week. So I normally make what I'm going to make for today, yesterday, but I'm on major catch up. We also have an event next week as well. So twice a year, Stampin Up do training, if you like, and sometimes it's 3 days long and sometimes it's 1 day long, and it's only a 1 day event next week. But I travel up on the Friday, come home on the Sunday. But I have lots of things to prep for it as well. So that's kind of crazy busy. So beginning of the month, computers blown up, really busy event next week. So much to do. So I thought, do you know what? This week I'm going to do a car kit. So I haven't even made this yet. Helen, I'm sorry to hear about my computer as well. I was not a happy bunny, but never mind. There we go. I've just realised I haven't put my lights on or anything. I think it might be one of those days today. But anyway, for those of you who don't know me, hi! If you've not seen me before, my name is Natalie O'Shea and I'm here to share my love of paper crafting, and everything that you see in this video is from a company called Stampin Up. It's well known for its coordination of colours and of products, so punches and dies that cut out stamped images, and that's what I'm going to be using today. And in fact, one of the things I'm going to be, well, the thing I'm going to be using today is a kit that's all inclusive. You don't need anything else apart from some glue and perhaps some lights. Well, I hope not, because I've got nothing else. I haven't even opened it yet, but we can open it together and have a play. So that's who I am. And so if you want to sit there and think, well, where did she get it from? That was the link. In fact, let's stick it on there. Oh, there you go. So if you go to that link there, you can see everything that Stampin Up sells, and you can buy anything you want through me. So, shall we, what have I got to do? I've got to do a few things first. Let me get my things sorted first. So hello everyone. Donna, I am just going with the flow today. It's just going to have to be one of those. So let's see. So last week, so every week, if you leave me a comment on this Facebook Live, and even if you're not watching live, you can still comment. If you want to share the video, so you get one. Let's start this again. I do a little prize draw. So last week we had people, and this was the prize. Did it right. This was the prize last week. And in fact, I picked a winner, well, random number generator, picked a number, and Paula Boardman was the winner of this. I'm actually seeing Paula next week. So Paula, I did leave you a message, but if you haven't got it, then you are last week's winner, and I'll see you next week, and I'll give this to you next week. So what do you need to do to win? Or what are we going to win this time? So this week, I thought we'd have, let's get it right, I'd have some 6x6 paper, which is in a couple of different, oh, can you see that? Oh, I've got my light, ooh, there we go. A couple of different designs, but look, that ribbon goes so well with it. So it's all red, green and white. So this ribbon, which is called, oh, it's not called anything. Quilted Christmas ribbon. But it's Christmas. I wouldn't say it's necessary. I mean, it's red, green and white, but that doesn't say Christmas, does it? So 6x6 pattern paper and this reel of ribbon is what you can win this week. And what do you need to do it? So you need to leave me comments. Every comment then gets one entry. So if you leave me 20 comments on this video, then you'll get 20 entries, because I just count the comments as they go down, and then I pick a random number generator for the number comment and I count them down. So yes, so if you're watching live, great. Hello. If you are not watching live, and as I say, if you're watching the replay or you're watching it up on YouTube, then again, you can just leave a comment as well. Make sure it's on the Facebook video though. And if you share the video, I've not quite worked out how to see who shares them. I can see that the video's been shared, but depending on what settings you've got on Facebook, depends on whether I can see whether you've shared it or not. So if you share it, write a comment saying shared, and then you get an entry for that as well. So every comment gets an entry, and if you share it and type shared, that comment gets an entry as well. So that's it. That's as far as I can go. So yeah, so that's it. So well done, Paula, on last week's. Good luck for everybody for next week's. I can only post to the UK, Austria, Germany, France, or the Netherlands, because that's all I'm allowed to do for Stampin' Up rules and regulations. So there we go. So it's lovely if you are in Australia. I've got another one from Brisbane. Hello, Megan. It's a long way to post that. But there are other demonstrators in Australia that I know do similar. So there we go. So what else have I got to show you? I am just about to launch my next online class. Now, I haven't put this anywhere yet, so you are getting a sneak peek here, really. So what does the kit include? Right, this is why I need lights. I've not got my lights organised or anything. Goodness me, Nat, get a grip. There we go. I think that might do. Let's have a look. Can you see me? Oh, look, you can see me. Whew. Okay, so the April kit that we'll be launching today, when I get my, when I get it together. So we have, the kit includes this lovely Fable Friends stamp set. It includes the lovely Gingham Gala 6x6 pattern paper that comes in 5 different colours. It includes a reel of white flax ribbon. And I've opened mine, so they're not in the box anymore. But these are self-adhesive sequins. And if you can see, they are flowers and circles. Flowers and circles. So that is the standard kit. And you'll say, well, what does that make? I'll show you in a minute. So the kit, the stamp set, the pattern paper, the reel of ribbon and the sequins, all including P&P, plus 4 sheets of card. You'll get a piece of Balmy Blue, a piece of Highland Heather, and 2 sheets of Whisper White. And including postage to your door will be £45. But because I've shown 2 different ways with this kit, you can add on the daisy punch as well. And I'll show you why that is in a second. But if you add on the daisy punch, that's normally £17. But if you're going to include that, I'll do the whole kit for £60, so you get a couple of quid off that as well. So standard kit is that, £45. Add-on kit is that, £60. So, yeah, that's great, Natalie, and that's lovely. But what are we making? So, right. So it's all about bags and boxes this time. Now, some of these are Easter related. And I know it's a little bit late for Easter, but I couldn't resist. But they don't have to be Easter. You can change the sentiment on these and make them whatever you want. So the first one, now, the ones I'm going to show you, the white flax ribbon, I'm going to hope and pray stays in stock, and that's what you will get in your kit as long as it doesn't run out. But I've also made these samples with this white ribbon here, which if the flax ribbon runs out, that's the white ribbon you'll be getting. It's the same value, but you'll see why I do the wax ribbon in a second. So this is it. So this is a box. It's got ribbon around it. It's got a bottom and a top, and there's a stamped image there from the Fable Friends. As I say, I've got Easter greetings on there, but it could say happy birthday or anything you want it to at all. And I've just coloured that in. Now, I'm not including anything to colour these images because I'm kind of guessing that everybody has some form of colouring, whether it's re-inkers or ink pads with a blender pen, whether it's watercolour pencils, whether it's marker pens, whether it's alcohol blends, whatever you've got, use. And look, none of those colours coordinate with this, so you don't have to have specific colours to colour either. So it's just a stamped and coloured image. I've coloured these using my Stampin' Blends. Now you will need some way of cutting that out, but that, again, if you haven't got a die cutting machine, it doesn't have to be ovals and circles. These are actually out of the stitched shape dies. My favourite set, use it all the time. But you could cut these out in a square, so you could stamp him and cut them out in a square if you don't have a die cutting machine. And again, you could cut that out in a rectangle as well, just using a trimmer or a pair of scissors. So that's the first box. That's the top and bottom box as such. The next box we have... How cute is this? So I've got a happy spring. Now, it may not be spring where you are, especially if you're in Australia, you're going into autumn, aren't you? So what a great kit for a class. Oh, thanks. So will you put an Easter egg in there? I would, Honor, if I wouldn't actually eat it. This is my favourite stamp set at the moment as well. It's so cute. So look at those. Cute, cute, cute. And say, got a happy spring, and there's a couple of those sequins there as well. The next one, can't forget old Peter Rabbit. So this is a bag box, a bagalope, a bag, whatever you want to call it. And again, I put Easter on there, but again, just because it's a rabbit, it's all a time for rebirth and renewal. It doesn't have to be Easter. And there you go. So that could be a box, but we've squeezed it to make it something else, and the ribbon goes through there. And what else have we got in here? Oh no, that's not it. Cute, cute. So sour cream container. Now, we don't have sour cream like this in the UK, but I know if you are across the water, then yes, you have your sour cream comes in this. For us, our jubbly ice creams come like this. But super easy to make. If you haven't made them before, that's what this video is here to show you. And I've got, again, a happy spring there, but look, bit of paper piecing there. So that's that one. And the final one is cute Mr. Peter Rabbit in a lovely little basket, which could have some Easter eggs in there, but is entirely up to you. So that's the first way of decorating this. So every single colour of the gingham gala paper has been used. Yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. But if it's a little bit childish for you, if you think it's a bit too Easterish or anything like that, then we're going to whoop those aside. And, oh, I was about to say I've lost it. So these are with the white flax ribbon, same box, but decorated with the daisy punch, which is why the daisy punch is an add-on if you want it. So these are just two of the daisies punched out, curled up with a bone folder, and done. So as you see, same box, same size, different decoration. So these could be good for weddings. They could be good for anything, to be fair. And you could put a flower on each side. But that's that one. What did I show next? I think I showed... Oh. So there we go again. So just the ribbon. Again, this is just a cute. Could have a little chocolate bar in there. Could be earrings. It could be a gift for bridesmaids. It could be anything you like. So that's that one. I think even a gift card would fit in there as well. Then next was... So to tweak this up a bit, I kind of tried to do a couple of things here. So first of all, it's the same flax ribbon, but I've just pulled out a few strands and used those. There's the double daisy again, but I've added some green to it. Now you could obviously close it and it could end up looking like that, but I thought it looked a bit like a carrot. I thought it was quite cute. So did that one, so you can carrot or not carrot. Then I've got that one again. So that's that again, same box, but just with the, oh, I haven't got a rhinestone, a sequin on there. all on this one. And again, there's the box, different flax ribbon and the daisies, both side of that. So same class, different sort of decoration, depending on what you fancy. So the standard kit, you would get the Fable Friends stamp set to be able to do these ones. If you don't want those ones, or you want those ones and you want the daisy punch, then that is an add-on as well for £60. And if you have either the punch, the pattern paper, the stamp set, you can swap it out for something of equal value. So let's say the Fable Friends stamp set is £20, and if you already have that but you still want the class, then you can just change it for £20 of your choice from the catalogue as well. I'm happy to do that. I also do release just a video and PDFs as well. So if you're not in the UK, Germany, France, Netherlands, or or Austria, then you can just get the video and the PDFs as well, so you can make them on your own, so they'll be available as well. So my intention is to get that page up and running today. It's on my list of things to do today, along with lots of other things. But there we go. How cute are they? I love them. I'm not a huge box and bags girl, so let's get them all out of the way in one go kind of thing. So let me move those out of the way. But that's not what we're here for today. So that was a little heads up, because I haven't told anyone about that yet. So yeah, ta-da! Right. Dun, dun, dun. Always put it that way because you can actually read it then. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I've just realised I've not even got glue out or anything. But that doesn't matter, because Stampin' Up's all-inclusive kits mean exactly that. That you really don't need anything else at all. Look what cutting, let's get it all. Urgh. Get it all out. So, okay, so I've got my own little stamping spot. It's a Blackberry Bliss, and I have just run, she says, oh, it's not, I've run a blade, that isn't, oh in fact there, just along there, and I keep the other one done, so the lid doesn't get lost, and it just stays together. So just score one and lift it up. So we do actually sell these stamping spots uninked. So if you like the idea of mini ink spots, or you like to travel with your ink pads but don't want to take all your ink pads with you, then re-inkers and making up your own stamping spots, the way to go. But what else have we got? We've even got our own acrylic block. I don't need to get another acrylic block out, that's included. Got some pearls, even got some dimensionals, 2 packs. Wow, we are going to be using a lot of dimensionals, I feel, today. So yes, so even that kind of glue is done. So we might not even need any of the others. As I say, if I was more organised, I'd have seen what I was doing today. What else? A great stamp set. It includes the stamp set, and I'm hoping you can see, maybe if I go like that. There we go. That you should be able to see that then. What great sentiments you've got. Congratulations, so happy for you. Just a little happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Thinking of you. So 4 really good everyday greetings that you can use on anything. And you've also got a bit of a splodge, so a bit of a heart. You've got a flower, or 2 flower images as well, a flower and a stem and just a flower with some leaves. But how great is that? So stamp set is included. So what else do we have? We have 4 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those. So just 12? Maybe it's just 12. We'll find out in a minute. But all those are your card blanks. It even comes with envelopes. So, oh yeah, look, 3. So 12 envelopes. So there we go, for the colours that coordinate. Kind of. That one goes with that goes with that, and that. Maybe it's got another colour on it. So then we also have this. I'm going to say that's a belly band. And then we have all these die cuts already done. So how cool are they? I think they're the insides. So all metallic, so you can see that. Let's go there. See that metallic on there? So various designs there. All on there, so we put those to one side. Oh, some again metallic, like banners really, I suppose, aren't they? We have, oh, some more layers there. And then we have this. because this isn't just a card kit, it's cards in a box. So there we go. So it is 12 cards and a box, and that is indeed a belly band. So we have English instructions there. You don't need all the other languages unless you are French, German or Japanese. And then we've got the images here. Now on these instructions you have these black dots here. Now I would always advise you to read this first, because it tells you what additional items you need. So it says complete using your choice of adhesive, which is the only thing you need. It also gives you some tips. So it says adhere 5 pearls to each card and 5 on the belly band. I think we got more than that though, or maybe we haven't. Don't know, can't work it out, but that's basically don't use more than 5 pearls on each card. And it also says remove the film from the box before assembling it. It also gives you the coordinating colours, so we're using Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Shaded Spruce and So Saffron. There's also a video available that it says at YouTube, Stampin' Up's YouTube thing, a channel. But it says create beautiful all occasion cards in minutes, perfect for new crafters, busy crafters or crafters on the go. The kit includes enough supplies for 12 cards, 4 of each of 3 designs, using the included Made to Bloom stamp set. And you can get a refillable kit available as well. So steps, there's like 4 steps. Stamping Blackberry Bliss ink is number 1. Adhere with Stamping Dimensionals is 2. Adhere with Snail Adhesive is 3. And Adhere Pearls is 4. So this is going to be super easy, I'm feeling. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Now I'm going to make them all. I'm going to personally use them all as thank you cards, because I send loads of thank you cards, and so I'm going to be making some while we're here. So I'm going to put my bag aside. I'm going to put my envelopes aside. I'm not going to make all 12 cards. We might be here all day if I did that, but I am going to make 1 of each, and I'll even attempt to make the box as well. Don't hold me to it. What else? Let's have a quick catch up on... Oh, lots of comments, Gosh. Loves the basket, loving it with the daisy, loving the alternative box decorations. To carrot or not carrot? That is the question. That is the question, Helen. Do you carrot or not? Thanks, Sarah. Glad you like that. I don't know whether you're talking about my kit or whether you're talking about this kit. Oh, yes, Varna. It says, now would it be great if they had a very small tube of Tombow and a small roll of tear and tape and dimensionals for a kit like this? Well, the dimensionals are there. So, hi, Wendy. Right, okay. Well, let's see. As I say, I haven't made this. I don't know what I'm doing. This is really kind of off the cuff. What are we doing? Let's make a card first. Let's keep it easy. So, I'm going to make this card here. And the instructions you can't see because the instructions aren't there anymore. So I've got my acrylic block, I've got my pals, I've got my dimensionals. I probably won't Snail, I probably will Tombow or multi-purpose liquid adhesive as we call it properly. There's my stamp, so let's take those off. And what did I say I was going to do? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. So I'm going to put that on. I do tend to line my acrylic block up with my grid paper so that I have half a chance of getting this on straight. And then if it is a straight stamp, then I also line that up underneath, but that's not so straight. It's but it'll do the job. And always try and put your stamps in the middle. If you put your stamps kind of right up there, you have every chance of it rocking because it's not equally balanced. So if you do have too big a block, I mean, this is a block that takes every stamp on there, so you don't have multiples. If I was having a choice, I would, oh my goodness me. These are all knackered from my class on Saturday. I'd probably put it on a slightly smaller block that it kind of, then you've got, it's in the middle, you've got much more control. But this block, let's use it, it's there. Let me do it again. So put that there. Try and get that sort of, but in the middle. Right, so what have we got? So I'm going to be using one of those, apparently. I'm going to be using... Oh, I don't know what I'm going to be using here. That's one of those. Oh, no. Nothing like crafting on the fly. Right, that looks like that. There. That's number 1 is the stamp there. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment first. Then I'm going to add that. So that's on dimensionals. That's just glued on. And then some pearls. Well, that's easy enough. Okay, so whenever I have a brand new stamp, I'm aware that during the manufacturing process there could be residue left on here. Now some people say, oh, rub it with an eraser, do this, do that. I have to say that I ink it up for the first time, and what I do is I use a bit of scrap paper, or my grid paper in this case. Can you see that? I stamp and give it a twist, because that will wipe off anything that's on there. And that's worked for 11 years of using Stampin' Up inks. As long as I do that once, it kind of gives it a little bit of a, gets rid of anything, it makes it a little bit coarse so that anything sticks to it now. So now, my next one, the ink will stick much quicker, much better, it won't pool, and I should be good to go. Now I'm so under pressure here, I probably should be using my Stamparatus, and then I wouldn't make a mistake. So again, grid paper to make that. I could put that on to see where that's going to go. So I've got more of an idea. It's going to go sort of like that. Pressure, pressure, under pressure. Oh look, you can't even see me. Right, let's move that out of the way. Yay! Didn't doubt myself for a minute, honestly. So this goes straight on. Doesn't take long for the glue to dry, so you won't smudge it if you're quick to go. So let's put that. Ah, that's why the envelope's pink, because it's got this bit of pink on it. So decide where you want to go. I'm kind of going middle-ish. Make sure you've got it as straight as you can. Again, you could use your grid paper to make sure they are as good as. Right, so this is on dimensionals, it said. So let's pop some of those on there. You don't have to cover it with dimensionals. Ah, all right, Baz, I'll call you back. I didn't like to be presumptuous. I think that'll do. We'll have 6 on like that. I tend to put my fingernail in it. It raises the edges and just makes me even... I mean, they're good. They're quick to come off anyway. They won't now, I've said that. They are quick to come off. And there we go. Rather than those ones that you're picking at them forever and a day. Okay. Look at me. I'm almost first card made. So, do I want to go off the... I don't want to go off the edge there because it won't fit in the envelope, but I can go over there. Oh, now look. I can't hide my sentiment. That'll do. That will do. Right, where is my pick-me-up tool? Somewhere, oh, there he is. As I say, somewhere so safe I can't even see him. Oh, he's been having fun with the putty. Let's just bring that down a bit. So I now use my pick-me-up tool all the time for rhinestones and anything like that. So where are we putting these? So always put odd numbers on. So it said put 5 on, I mean it said put no more than 5. So I'm picking it up. I'm going to put 1 there. I'm going to put... I just think I'm going to go for 3. You could put them in the centre of the flowers, but I'm just going to go off-piste. And remember, I'm always saying about a triangle, bringing your eye to a triangle. So that's it. Look at that, 1 card down. That was pretty easy. Looks quite cool. Love it. Probably should have done the sentiment down a little bit, but you know, such is life. I'm not going to worry about things like that today. Okay. Oh, look. Get the right. Oh, what am I doing? Right, card 2. Oh, it's metallic as well. Look, the card is metallic. Oh, I love this kit. I love a kit anyway. Anyone else love a kit? Give me a heart if you love a kit. I love being creative, but I don't always have the time. So it's a way of getting creative without having to think too much about it. Sometimes it takes forever and a day to decide what you want to make or what colours you're going to use. Don't have that worry with a kit. Okay, so this looks like we're going to put a sentiment in the middle. Okay, so let's do that. So what else have we got? Sarah uses her stamp and scrub to clean new stamps. That's another way, exactly. It just, before she uses them, she just cleans them with a stamp and scrub, which again just gets rid of anything that's potentially on there. But look how much easier that ink is going on now I've done that. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to it's not stuck down, but I'm going to leave it there. So use my grid paper, so that I know where to put my sentiment middle-ish. Oh look, pressure again. I don't really like stamping on cards. I'm all for stamping on a scrap bit of paper and the punching out, because if you go wrong it doesn't matter. Now you have, or if you have, a blackberry. In fact, I'm going to do it. Let's do it because I've done it. So hold on. Bear with me. Okay. So I have all the marker pens. So these are the normal marker pens. This is the Blackberry Bliss one. Stamping Right markers, to give them their proper name. They've got exactly the same ink in them as our ink pads. So I'm being a perfectionist here, but can you see on that M, and you need your magnifying glass out really, to be fair, but that's not a solid line. It's got a tiny speck of white in there. So these have a thick end and a fat end. By these lines here, you've got a thick line and a thin line, because it's got a brush end which is thicker and a bullet point end. So there's the bullet point end, there's the brush end. But in this case, I'm just going to use, look at that, perfect now, tiny little touch up, so exactly the same ink, job done. So if you ever make any mistakes and it doesn't stamp right, if I was using a Stamparatus, which I probably should be, then you'd have no problems at all, because you just ink it up and you just stamp it again. The Stamparatus is becoming, it was extremely popular at my class on Saturday. Quite a few ladies bought it, just because some people have problems with stamping, just like that. And then Stamparatus, you can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong. So, but for speed and ease, we're just doing this. And worst case, if I had gone wrong on there, then I could just get another piece of card, stamp that and punch it out and put it somewhere else, or cut it out. Which way am I going with this? Okay, so I just put dimensionals on the back of there, and right, dun, dun, dun. There. You probably should have been a little bit more over. Never mind, never mind. Right, there's a few more pearls. Where should we put these pearls? So, oh, there's the cat coming in, if you could hear him. Always come in, they're always in bed, to be fair. One pearl there, but no, whenever I do a video, they always put on, oh look, me putty's going everywhere. They always make an appearance. So where else shall I put one? Oh, it's quite full on here, isn't it? On there, a little space there. And thinking my triangle again. Might just go there. Or you could put them inside, to be fair. Could have put them, I still can. Let's splash out. So I'll put one there. And one there. Don't use more than 5, the kit said. But there you go, look, number 2 done already as well. How cool is that? Right, number 3. It's the box that's scaring me. And I haven't had to use any other glue at the moment. Oh, I did on the pink bit, didn't I? But on that card, there was no glue apart from dimensionals. Right, so that is that one. We've got our banner piece there. Oh, that's not what we're using. Hold on, let me find something else. Is that it? That looks like it could be it. Oh. Go on, pick it up. Where's my pick me up tool? Thank you. Okay. And that kind of goes like that. Okay, I can do this. Right, so that goes like that. And again, I've got a thank you. I'm going to do a thank you very much down here as well. How super quick are these? Love them. And Blackberry Bliss ink. If you don't go away with bright red, well, deep purple, ink on your hands, then you haven't been crafting properly. So we could put it in the middle. Could we put it in the middle? I suppose we could. Yeah, make that more like that. Okay, so in fact, let's get rid of that. So I'm going sort of central. Let's make sure that banner, in fact, let's get rid of all that. Make sure the banner is straight and put that central. If you've been talking too much and waving around, just to let you know, you can re-moisten it. So obviously you could ink it again, but if you go and steam that up, it re-moistens it. There you go. Another little stamping tip for you. Or you can't actually see what I'm doing there, can you? Come on. Yes. I've got a bit of dust on my M, I think. Let's just touch that up. Again, I know I'm being a perfectionist. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. You could go over and colour it all. Anything you're not happy with. Or Stamparatus, ink up and stamp again. Whichever works for you. So there we go. So here's where my glue comes in again. So this is flat. Whee! That'll make 3 cards. We've only been crafting about 10 minutes, if that. Right, put that there. Now I like Tombow because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So if I kind of think that I should be a bit further out, I've got a little while, not long, because in fact look, it won't move now, to make sure it's where I want it to be. Back on our dimensionals. There we go. Oh, put one on there. Anything sticking out, I tend to try and put a dimensional on, just to give it some support really. I could do the rubbish joke of my husband going, come on you, sticky out bit. Giving it its support. I'll never make it as a comedian, will I? Right. Almost done. How quick and easy is this? And I love the fact, I was about to say it's metallic, but it's metallic there. So we'll stick that again. We don't want to go over either side. We don't want to go over the top, otherwise it won't fit in the envelope, however you want to say it. I know we've had that discussion before. And do you know what? I'm going to put a pearl in the middle this time of each flower. That's where I'm going to put mine. You can put them anywhere you want. Oh, I've just seen what that funny, what that stamp is now. It's the middle of all the flowers, and it has got what looks like a little heart in the middle of it. Oh, but there's only 4. That's going to annoy me. Got to be an odd number. Might have to put one somewhere else. Oh, I can't really put it on there. Oh, do you know what? I might have to give up on that theory, because actually that looks quite nice like that. So, there we go. So look at that. 3 cards already made. Dun dun dun. How quick was that? So, hang around. We are going to make the box, which I'm hoping is going to be suitably as quick. And then we're done for today. That's it. How exciting. So, what's that? I think it's going to be in your next order, Baz. Interesting to see how quickly you got. I know, it's super quick, isn't it? Sarah always gets ink on her fingers. I don't, if people don't leave my classes with ink on their fingers, I kind of feel I'm not doing the job right, or my job right. Okay, so what's this box? Let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh. Is it that? No, it's not that. It's not that. This is where I'll find it. I don't know. That's the 3 for that. Right. Hang on. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. I hope, anyway. So that's 3 of those. 1, 2, 3 of those. Oh, it might be that one. That's the one. 1, 2, 3 of those. That's for the other cards. So this is the one for my box. I know I've got belly band, and I know I've got box. So this could be interesting. Right, so this, let's put the box, put that to one side, we do the box. So this is the box, and this is how it comes. So it is very stiff. So unfold it. I think we might, make that, in fact, let's get my bone folder out. Always like a nice solid, that's better. So I'm just going to reinforce all of those edges. So they are, that's better. That's more box-like. And in fact, so, oh, this is quite easy. That's quite good. So fold those down. And they do go quite nicely. Let's fold over. So just reinforcing the folds makes it just easier, really. Right, so that goes in. So just a normal box, 2 sides and a bottom. So let's put our cards in there. Fit lovely with the envelopes. Again, we'll stick those down. Let's put that lovely, aren't they, Sarah? And super quick and easy as well. Not so much this bit. But you'd be thinking now. We have a box. Dun, dun, dun. And obviously that would be full of all 12 of your cards and envelopes, not just my 3. But there we go. So we now have this. This is going to wrap round, and I'm guessing it's got some score. Let's do those score marks there. So we'll just do that. That one's already done. And that one. And a little one on the end here. So that looks to me like I'm going to be putting glue on that and gluing that like that. And then we're going to be doing that. That's what it looks like to me. So a few more dimensionals for this, because I love a dimensional. So again, on any little bits sticking out. Come on, you bit sticking out. I can't believe I did that again. It is a pretty box, but look, it's all patterned. It's got this, well, you probably can't see it now with a card underneath. I'll empty it in a minute and show you. It's got a lovely flower design on it with some little pink flowers. So if I do this, I've got to make sure I get it up the right way. So that's on there like that. I just really kind of like it like that. Yeah, I suppose those have got that flowering up. There we go. Got some pearls. Has it got some? It has got some pearls. Don't use more than 5. Whee! It's only because I'm too tight to squeeze out more putty. But I'm sitting there doing that. Let's put one down there. I'm going to put 3 in a triangle. She says 1, 2. Oh look, come on. Treat yourself, Nat. Not until it dies. I might go 5. Sorry, changed my mind. So I'm going to put it 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put it in every kind of crevice that there is. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's. Do you know what? I would glue it and then do it, but I want to make sure it sticks on the box properly. Yeah, that is right. So I'm going to. So you could put tear and tape, but I've just got my normal glue, so that's what I'm going to use. So not too much, but enough that it sticks. And I'm going to have to hold it for a minute as well. So make sure those edges are lining up. But see, if I'd have done that exactly to here, I'd probably had a bit of a problem. And you want it, it's a belly band, so you want it to go up and down. We're not keeping it static. So that's it. Look at that. So let's take those cards out so you can see that pattern a bit more. It's a little bit distracting. It's very busy on the eye. Well, there you go. Can you see that pattern? Hopefully you can. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Hopefully you can. You can see a reflection of my windows. I think you can. I think you can see it. But there you go. So look, I've just made 3 cards. 3 cards and a box in not very long at all. Probably about 20 minutes. So what's it going to take? An hour maybe? To make all 12 of the cards and the box. And what a great gift. So, I mean, it's something, if you are going away, perhaps you're going away in a caravan or you're going abroad or anything like that, you don't need any scissors. So you don't need to take that in your hand luggage. So you just need a little bit of glue. And if you need a crafty fix while you're away, then something like this is a great idea. It makes a great present when you've made them all up. So thank you cards. So for perhaps a new mum that wants to send thank you cards and doesn't have the chance to go out and buy them because she's brushed off her feet with a new baby. It could be wedding cards, so people who want to send thank yous for wedding gifts. I think that makes a great wedding gift, making those up and giving it to the bride as you know, something useful, isn't it? She can use as her thank you cards. But yeah, and about an hour. So about an hour's crafting, and you've got 12 cards, a lovely box, all metallic, job done. And of course you get to keep, once you've used the supplies, you get to keep the stamp set, you get to keep the acrylic block, you get to keep whatever dimensionals you've got left over, any pearls you've got left over that you haven't used, and obviously the ink spot as well. So stamp set, ink spot, and oh there you go, look, I've just got it on my fingers. Told you it wouldn't be right if we didn't do that. So yeah, so not bad, and it's 25 quid, that's it, £25. And you get refills as well. So the refills just basically mean, because you don't want another stamp set, another acrylic block and another stamping spot. So it basically means that you don't get those bits, but you get all the consumable bits so you can make the kit again. So what do you think? Was that good? The box was pretty. Linda loves it. Oh, thanks, Linda. Sarah says a gorgeous kit. Baz says loving the completed cardboard box. It is great, isn't it? But I mean, that's it. That's me done for today. I think, I mean, to be fair, I've been going 45 minutes, so that's enough. That's enough of me for this week. So next week, I'm probably going to be even more disorganised. I'm trying so hard to get ahead of myself because I'm only here. I'm away from next Friday. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. But it's always good to see lots of, I think, 700 demonstrators all descending upon Telford. And, yeah, we're all going to have a ball. But there we go. So I'm going to leave you be. Don't forget that if you do want to buy this kit, you can see across the bottom, just go to natalieoshay.stampinup.net and you can place the order. If you go to kits, you'll see other kits as well. All-inclusive kits mean that they've got a stamp set, an ink pad, something like that. So literally all you need is the glue. But you have got other project kits there as well. Some of them have some stamp sets that do go with them, but they're sold separately. But they're not necessarily essential. So I know one of the kits that we do, as long as you've got some sentiment stamps, you don't have to buy those stamps that go particularly, because you can put whatever sentiment on that you like. So that is up to you. So yeah, if you have liked this video, give me a little thumbs up. Go yay! If you don't like my Facebook page currently, then please give us a like. And then what happens is next Wednesday when I come on live, Facebook tells you that I'm coming on live so you don't miss me. And you can watch me live. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, then give me a subscribe. And again, YouTube will tell you when I upload this video and any other future videos as well. So I think that's it. I'm pleased to say that having been expecting rain all day today, I actually have blue skies and sunshine. My son is about to play. He's almost finished school now. He's 18, but he's about to play his PE teachers in a football match. So it's kids versus PE teachers, and that the kids have got a kit and everything. They've had a Twitter account, they've been hyping it up, and yeah, they've all gone a bit mad over it. So whereas I thought they might be playing in the rain, and I think they thought they were playing in the rain, they're not going to. I think they'll just be a bit cloudy, so I think it'll be perfect weather. So the ground will be a bit softer because it's rained the last couple of days, but that's it. So yes, I'm trying to get out to see him as well, because that's one of the pros of being a working from home mother, isn't it? That you can go and vanish for an hour or so. But I don't know, it depends how quickly all this gets done. So I'm going to leave you there. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to, as I say, if you to leave me a comment for the chance of winning the 6x6 paper and ribbon. And I'll pull a winner next week. And I will see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye.